Words carry a power that transcends the obvious. From the very first chapters of the Bible, we see how God used language to shape the universe. Let there be light, and light came into existence. It sounds simple, but consider this. What you say has the potential to create or destroy. Words are like seeds you scatter into the soil. With care, they can flourish, but left unchecked, they can wither or even cause harm. Have you ever noticed how much of an impact a simple "you can do it" or "there's no hope" can have on someone's day? The transformative power of words is in our hands. We just need to wield it wisely. Imagine someone in a moment of despair hearing, "You matter to me." Suddenly, a simple phrase becomes the turning point in their life. On the flip side, careless comments can inflict wounds that take years to heal. Proverbs 18 verse 21 warns us, "The tongue has the power of life and death." This truth challenges us to reflect on what we're spreading. Are our words a balm or a poison? In practical terms, this means you have the power to transform your world and the lives of those around you with what comes out of your mouth. Remember how Jesus, with words of peace and encouragement, changed the lives of those he encountered. When he said to the paralytic, "Get up and walk," something extraordinary happened. Today, a simple "it will be okay" or "I'm here for you" can work wonders for someone silently struggling. Even science supports what the Bible has long said. Words have profound effects on the mind and body. Research shows that positive words can reduce stress and even boost the immune system. Conversely, negative words intensify destructive emotions, wearing down our mental and physical health. This means that even your internal dialogue, what you say to yourself, matters. Are you kind to yourself, or do you sabotage your own progress? Biblical lessons teach us that speaking is both a privilege and a responsibility. In Ephesians 4 verse 29, Paul urges us to use our words to build others up. Imagine the impact of this. A leader who motivates their team with uplifting words fosters confidence and creativity. At home, a parent who praises their child's effort rather than just their results helps instill lifelong self-belief. But it's not just what you say that matters. How you say it makes all the difference. Think of an apology. A muttered, "Sorry, okay," doesn't carry the same weight as a heartfelt, "Please forgive me, I was wrong." The tone and intention behind your words can amplify or diminish their impact. To transform lives, start small. Try complimenting a coworker, thanking a friend, or encouraging someone who seems down. These simple actions create a ripple effect of positivity. The key is to speak with the intention of building others up. The world already has enough criticism. It needs more people who choose to use their words to spread hope, just like Jesus did. Jesus exemplified the power of transformative words. To the Samaritan woman at the well, he spoke with gentleness, breaking down barriers with empathy. Instead of condemning her, he redirected her life with a simple, "Go now and leave your life of sin." What if we spoke with similar compassion in our daily lives? The Bible is full of stories illustrating the life-changing impact of words. When God instructed Moses to lead the Israelites, he equipped him not only with signs, but with words of promise and hope. Take Joshua, for example. After Moses' death, he was called to lead the Israelites. Facing enormous challenges, God said to him, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid." These words resonated in Joshua's heart, enabling him to overcome monumental obstacles with faith. Perhaps someone in your life is facing their own personal Jericho. Your words could be the encouragement they need to keep going. Declarations of faith can shape not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Joshua proclaimed, "As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." This public commitment inspired a nation. Today, even simple affirmations, like telling your children, "I believe in you," can plant seeds of confidence that grow throughout their lives. Words are like tools. They can build bridges or create divides. Nehemiah demonstrated this when he rallied the people of Jerusalem to rebuild its walls. With encouragement, he turned despair into determination, saying, "The God of heaven will give us success." Start seeing your words as divine tools entrusted to you for good. If you choose to use them to uplift and encourage, you not only follow the example of Jesus and other biblical figures, but also create an eternal positive impact. As Proverbs 18 verse 21 reminds us, the tongue has the power of life and death, but the choice is in your hands. Perhaps you know someone who feels incapable of facing their challenges. Your words of encouragement could be the nudge they need to take a courageous step. Sometimes, a simple "you can do it" is enough to ignite a spark of determination. Consider the enduring impact of Paul's words in the Bible. Not only did he preach the gospel, but he also strengthened churches with messages that continue to resonate today. His declaration, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," Philippians 4 verse 13, has crossed generations, reminding us that divine strength can overcome human limitations. Why not start including such affirmations in your daily conversations? In difficult moments, positive declarations can shift perspectives and renew hope. Even in everyday situations, simple words can create profound changes. Think about when someone complimented your work or thanked you for something you did. These small moments can uplift an entire day. Now, imagine being that person for someone else. A sincere "thank you" or "you did a great job" costs nothing but carries immense value. The inspiring examples in the Bible show that the power of words goes far beyond immediate impact. They leave a legacy. The words of figures like Joshua, Jesus, and Joseph continue to inspire. Your own words can leave lasting marks as well. What seeds are you planting today? In a world where everything we say can spread rapidly, through text messages, social media, or casual conversations, our words carry immense potential to build connections or create distance. Have you noticed how a simple "I'm here for you" can transform someone's day? Conversely, impulsive comments can inflict deep pain. Empathy can often prevent heated arguments or mend broken relationships. For example, substituting harsh criticism with constructive suggestions can transform interactions. Instead of saying, "You always get wrong," try, "I think we can improve this together." Such small adjustments create a significant difference in outcomes. Imagine a family estranged due to past misunderstandings. A heartfelt "I'm sorry for what happened. Can we start over?" might not fix everything instantly, but it plants a seed for future reconciliation. Throughout history, leaders have used words to inspire change and unite people. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela altered the course of history with their powerful messages. On a smaller scale, you too can be a voice of encouragement in your community. Whether mentoring young people, supporting causes, or uplifting those around you, your words can make a difference. Modern science aligns with what faith has long taught. Words shape emotions and actions. Encouraging words can release dopamine, boosting mood and motivation. Conversely, negative words increase cortisol, the stress hormone, which harms mental health and physical resilience. This applies even to self-talk. Are you affirming yourself, or are your internal dialogues filled with criticism? Phrases like "I'm learning" instead of "I'm a failure" foster resilience and promote a growth mindset. In social media, where every phrase can be amplified, the responsibility of our words is even greater. It's easy to hide behind a screen and lash out with unfiltered criticism, but have you considered the emotional toll on the recipient? Instead, using these platforms to encourage, inform, and uplift can create a ripple effect of positivity. Think about how your online presence could reflect biblical lessons, spreading hope and light through your words. Ultimately, the words we choose shape not only our reality, but also the lives of those around us. A simple "thank you," "I'm sorry," or "I believe in you" might seem small, but carries tremendous power. When we use our words to build instead of tear down, we align with the transformative examples found in Scripture. Whether it's forgiving like Jesus, encouraging like Paul, or leading like Joshua, our words have the potential to echo beyond the moment, leaving an eternal impact. Words are far more than mere communication tools. They are instruments of transformation. From the dawn of time, God demonstrated this truth. With His words, He created the universe, brought light into darkness, and filled the void with life. Being made in His image, we too have the ability to create and shape our world with the words we choose. But let's be honest. How often do we fail to use this gift wisely? Perhaps you've said something in the heat of the moment that hurt someone, damaging an important relationship. Or maybe you've experienced the opposite. Hearing "I believe in you" reignite hope within you. Words are never neutral. They can build bridges or erect walls, heal wounds, or create them. Proverbs 18 verse 21 warns us that the tongue has the power of life and death. Ephesians 4 verse 29 further instructs us to use our words to edify and bless others. These aren't just spiritual ideals. They're practical guidelines for everyday life. Imagine replacing criticism with encouragement or silence with reconciliation. How often have you seen someone light up after hearing a kind word? A single phrase can act as a lifeline, reminding someone of their worth and potential. Consider this. A word of encouragement might inspire someone to overcome a challenge they thought was insurmountable. Just as physical strength carries us through obstacles, emotional strength, often fueled by words, propels us to take courageous steps. God calls us to be intentional with our words, recognizing their power. James 3 verses 5 to 6 compares the tongue to a small spark capable of igniting a forest fire. It's a vivid reminder of the potential destruction of careless speech and the necessity of mindful communication. Before speaking, ask yourself, does this build up? Does it reflect God's love and care? Words not only reveal our faith, but also shape the environment around us. In daily interactions, our words should not only build, but also bring peace. A kind and respectful tone can diffuse tension and foster understanding. Sometimes, simply listening attentively and responding empathetically can heal misunderstandings and create a harmonious atmosphere. This isn't easy. It requires practice and intentionality, but the rewards are profound. Whether in the workplace, friendships, or family, words have the power to transform relationships. The words we choose don't just impact the present, they leave lasting legacies. Imagine speaking kindness into someone's life during their darkest moment. That person might never forget your encouragement and could pass it on to others. In this way, words create a ripple effect of love and compassion that extends beyond what we can see. The Bible provides countless examples of this. Joseph forgave his brothers with words of love, saying, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Genesis 50, verse 20. Jesus, with unparalleled compassion, spoke healing into broken hearts. His message of hope continues to resonate, reminding us of the eternal power of words. Modern science confirms what Scripture has long taught. Words profoundly impact our emotions, thoughts, and even physical health. Positive words release dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that improve mood and motivation. On the other hand, negative words increase cortisol, the stress hormone, which can harm both mental and physical well-being. Even the way we talk to ourselves shapes our perspective. Phrases like, "I'm a failure," limit us, while "I'm learning" fosters resilience and growth. Words also have the unique power to mend broken relationships. Imagine a family estranged by years of misunderstandings. One person says, "I'm sorry for what happened. Can we start over?" Though it might take time, that small step can begin the process of healing. In larger contexts, words inspire unity and change. Leaders throughout history, like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, used words to bring hope and mobilize communities. You don't have to be a global leader to make an impact. Encouraging words to your neighbor, coworker, or friend can create meaningful change. Ultimately, the power of words lies in their ability to reflect God's love. Jesus showed us how to use words to uplift and transform. When he spoke to the Samaritan woman at the well, he broke barriers with compassion, saying, "Go now and leave your life of sin." His words didn't condemn. They redirected her to a better path. Like Jesus, we're called to use our words to inspire, guide, and heal. Instead of critiquing harshly, we can offer gentle solutions. Every word you speak is a seed. What will you plant today? Words of love and hope, or seeds of division and despair? Imagine the change you could create by choosing to speak life into every situation. This isn't just about avoiding harm. It's about intentionally building others up. Whether you're comforting a friend, encouraging a colleague, or simply expressing gratitude, your words have the power to transform. God has entrusted you with the ability to create with your words. Use this gift with intention and purpose, spreading love and light wherever you go. Remember, the power of life and death is in the tongue, and the choice is yours. The impact of words is also reflected in the small daily actions. Sometimes, we can underestimate the power of a simple "good morning" or "how are you?" These gestures of consideration have the power to warm hearts and create genuine connections. They can be the difference between an ordinary day and a transformative day for someone. However, it's important to remember that what we express outwardly should reflect what we feel inwardly. Words without sincerity can create more confusion than peace. Therefore, when speaking to others, integrity must be our guide. Another crucial point is the effect our words have on our own spiritual growth. Often, we find ourselves in moments of difficulty, and our words to God may be what sustains our faith. Sincere prayers, like a simple "Lord, help me," can open doors to miracles in our lives. The Bible is full of examples of powerful prayers that changed impossible situations, like Hannah's prayer, when she asked God for a son, and her prayer was answered. 1 Samuel 1 verses 9 to 20. Our words, when directed to God, can be a key to spiritual and personal transformation. From the perspective of interpersonal relationships, it is necessary to highlight how the use of words of support and understanding can restore bonds that would otherwise be broken. Sometimes, a conflict drags on for years because of words left unspoken or misunderstood. However, the choice of sincere verbal forgiveness can interrupt cycles of pain and bring restoration. Jesus teaches us that forgiveness, expressed verbally and from the heart, has a liberating power. Matthew 18 verses 21 to 22. When you forgive with words, you're not just offering relief to the other person, but you're also freeing yourself. It's interesting to observe how words can reflect our personal and spiritual growth. As we draw closer to God and mature in faith, the way we speak changes as well. We begin to choose words that reflect more patience, grace, and understanding. James 1 verse 19 advises us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. When we practice this advice, we not only transform the situations we find ourselves in, but we also show the world how much the Holy Spirit is shaping and perfecting us. It's important to remember that even when we speak words of encouragement and wisdom, they may not be immediately understood or accepted. However, like a seed that needs time to grow, the right words can, over time, bear unexpected fruit. Perhaps you've been surprised to see someone return years later to express gratitude for something you said during a difficult moment. Words have a cumulative effect and often resonate for years, changing lives in ways we cannot predict. This power of transformation is available to all who choose to use their words with divine intention. It is fascinating how words can reflect our relationship with God. When we practice self-control and speak wisely, we show that we are being shaped by His presence in our lives. This process of transformation doesn't happen overnight, but over the course of our daily walk as we seek His will. Each word spoken with love and care is a small victory on our spiritual journey. Never underestimate the power of simple words, as they can be a reflection of a heart being renewed in the image of Christ. Furthermore, words play a crucial role in the building up of the community. In times of crisis or collective challenges, whether as a church or society, our words can serve as pillars of support for those who are crumbling. Often, a simple act of empathy, coupled with words of hope, can unite people for a common cause. Remember how Paul used his letters to strengthen the early church, offering words of comfort and direction. By choosing our words carefully, we are part of this collective movement of transformation. We should never underestimate the power of our words on future generations. What we say to our children, to younger people, or to those who come after us resonates in ways we often cannot measure. The words of a parent or a mentor can lay foundations that shape a person's life forever. Similarly, words from leaders, educators, or mentors have the potential to inspire legacies that cross time and space. We are called to be careful not only with our words today, but with the seeds we plant for the future. The choice of words is also a form of ministry. Every time we speak, we have the opportunity to reflect the light of Christ to those around us. Whether in the most ordinary situations or the deepest moments of pain, our words have the power to soothe, to bring comfort, and even to transform realities. Just as Jesus used His words to heal, to teach, and to encourage, we too have the chance to be instruments of transformation and healing in our generation. What you speak today can indeed change the course of someone's story tomorrow. Moreover, when we reflect on the power of words, it is impossible to ignore the impact they have on the environment around us. Whether in a family, professional, or community setting, the words we choose directly affect the relationships and the atmosphere of each place. A simple thank you can brighten someone's day, just as a genuine "I'm sorry" can restore a broken friendship. It is important to recognize that, just as words of criticism have the power to create discord, words of gratitude and recognition can foster unity and cooperation. Therefore, it is vital to cultivate the practice of expressing appreciation and respect, making words a channel for harmony. In times of crisis, the power of words becomes even more evident. Imagine someone facing an emotional, physical, or financial challenge. "I'm praying for you," or "God is with you through all of this," has the power to bring comfort and renewal of strength. These words are not just immediate support, but they also remind us of the divine presence in our lives, offering peace that goes beyond human understanding. In times of adversity, words of faith and courage, like those spoken by Jesus to calm the storm, are sources of hope that guide us through the most turbulent moments. Similarly, our responsibility goes beyond using words that build others up, we must also be mindful of the power of our words to build ourselves up. How many times in moments of discouragement does our inner voice tell us that we are not capable or that we won't succeed? What we often forget is that our internal words can also strengthen or weaken us. Replacing "I'm not capable" with God, "all things are possible," can change the way we face our own battles. By aligning our words with divine promises, we begin to experience an internal transformation that is reflected externally.